Married? Not married?
Married?
Not married.
Today, we're going to have a conversation on every woman once been asked in their life, are you married? Or when are you going to marry? Or if you're married, when are you going to have kids?
Marriage is a piece of paper
That's right.
which is legal contract.
When you do the mistake, it is your mistake.
Yeah.
Okay? When others make you do or choose anything, then you know who to blame, where to learn from.
Right.
Once you start working on yourself, then you will be able to understand other person. If you are married,
Yeah.
you'll be able to understand the other person's priorities and how the way he or she is thinking.
Yeah.
If you are single, work on yourself.
We always have seen like if you're not society, not your family, but it's the woman who is judging another woman, and the aspect is it's a relationship.
Healing doesn't stop. Learning a chapter doesn't stop. Your mistakes doesn't stop. You bloody is a puppet who will keep
Making mistakes.
Yeah, keep making mistakes.
Married? Not married?
Married?
Not married.
Welcome guys to another powerful conversation. This is your host Sanya, and today we're going to have a conversation on every woman once been asked in their life, are you married? Or when are you going to marry? Or if you're married, when are you going to have kids? I think it's just funny, how a woman's relationship is always a hot topic for everyone else. We are not having any debate here. We are just having that powerful conversation on your choices, on your empowerment, how a woman can have their own life, their own choices, whether she chooses to get married or whether she chooses to be single, right? It's all about self-love, growth, independence, empowerment, or it could be, every way the woman wants to choose their own life. I think if I talk about a panel, I couldn't have asked anyone else better than this panel who are like, couple of us are married and couple of us are still thinking what is the right choice for them. Let's have a powerful conversation with these women. So sit back, have your coffee and enjoy the conversation with this panel. Thank you. So who's going to start first here? Who is all set to go?
I'll ask you guys, did your life change drastically since when you got married, or did your life remain same?
It was pretty much the same. For me, it was pretty much the same. Look, it changes for few. It probably, it's a different story for everyone's situation. For me, it was pretty much the same. I think my life changed after the kids, not after getting married.
I have a question, like before you got married and you're saying your life was the same before and after. You married with your own choice or?
Yes,
with
it was a love marriage.
It was a love marriage?
Yes.
Okay. So
My life drastically changed, I would say, because I had an arranged marriage. I have been put through into that situation that, how we have that culture in India, like, the arranged marriage has been set up by your parents. You don't even know anyone before. So it was like a total strange marriage for me because I have never met that guy and we have been got married within 7 days. So
Okay.
we met. And on the same day, they have decided you're getting married. I think this is something, a pressure that comes through, as is in your own family. When they put through in that situation, like you don't have any other choice, you have to go yes for it. Because they find it suitable for you.
Yeah, but did you felt the pressure at that time?
I did.
Okay, you did. Because, sometimes when these things happening, the girls I've seen, they are just actually excited by the situations as well, whereas they feel the pressure after it happened and they feel it, okay, this has happened. But whereas when these things are happening, they're not feeling pressure, they're just feeling excited. Oh, there's a new dress, jewelry, lots of people coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the center of attraction and that kind of thing. So if you felt that pressure while you were getting married or you were in the process of it, my question is like, did you even thought about talking about it to anyone, or did you thought about you're gonna go with the flow, or you're gonna like, okay, I want to stop it, and have that thought of
Yeah.
whether I want to talk to someone, maybe I can stop it, or
yeah.
I'm just gonna like, oh, this is just my life, this is what have been
Yeah.
decided, and I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, it's just because that have been put through. No, I definitely decided to have a chat with my very close uncle. I spoke with him like in that open conversation, like whether this could be a right decision for me, because mentally I was not prepared to get married to a stranger. Like I'm happy, like these two women sitting here with us, like who have like step up for themselves, like it's our choice, it's our life, it's our decision. But I think when I was looking at me, like that medium class family back in India those days, even though I was like a self dependent woman, I was working full time, I had my own choices, I have paid for my study as well. But for this marriage, I think this is something, a tagline that when it's come as a front for the parents, that you have to confront themselves, like maybe you're not ready for it. I don't think so they agree. Like sometimes it's your parents, it's your family, it's your family culture as well, like how the upbringing have been, like
Yeah.
whether your choices does matter for them or whether it's not. So it's always like not the society, it starts from your own family. I'm happy and I'm glad that your family, your parents are actually supporting you. Not everyone can have that choice.
Yeah.
But I would like to add one thing. It's a good thing that our parents supports us, that whether we have to get married or not. But they also get into the pressure of the society.
Yeah.
Even though they are okay with it, they trust us, or they have that confidence in us that okay, they are doing well in their
Right.
life, they're doing everything by themselves. But some or the other end, they do get pressurized by the other people when they see their other people's daughter or son, they are getting married, or the functions and everything are happening, so they also get a little bit of a guilt trip, and that guilt trip comes towards to us, and they're like, okay, now beta, it's time to get married. Somehow they do it, but in a way they understand that where we are coming from,
Right.
and what are the choices and why we are not choosing at the moment. We might get married later in years, but not right now.
Yeah.
But the pressure eventually comes in.
Yeah.
At some or
definitely,
other
yes.
point, it does come, and actually it affects them. And when it affects our fathers and mothers, it actually affects
It
us.
does.
At a point, yes, it does. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe I have just been lucky. My parents, they don't feel it. I know when my parents were here last year, they stayed with me for the whole year. They're looking at my lifestyle, me doing random stuff, coming home at random time, going out, and like I could be sitting in within 5 minutes. They're like, "Oh, let's go to the beach," and they're like, "It's 7 in the night." I'm like, "Yeah, we'll go see the stars or something." And then after spending the whole 1 year with me, doing all this crazy stuff, my parents came to a point where we're never gonna ask you to get married. If you wanna get married ever, think about it. You can let us know for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
But we have seen your life. We are so happy the way you are living your life. You're doing everything on your own. You're doing good job.
Yeah.
And I don't think that the standard of living you've put on yourself, it would be better if you were with a man. And that's where my dad was like, I don't think you need a man to have a good life. And
Right.
now I'm not gonna ask
Yeah.
you.
But you know
Yeah.
what, on
Yeah.
this point, I would like to add that, this process of it. So the pressure is there, okay? And part of the pressure is because they do not have yet the faith which comes from inside. Not that it's a question on you and your capabilities as a daughter or as a person in the society. They do not have yet the complete faith that you can handle yourself in the life. And sometimes we have to, or you girls have to, push those boundaries and show them and prove them, look, we can do this. We can do this. And then when that confidence, their parents' confidence change in you, that, okay, hey, she's doing well.
Yeah.
She's doing
Yeah.
great. She's still doing this. She doesn't have a man, but she's doing that. She doesn't have a kid, but she's still okay.
Yeah. The judgment.
It's I think it is the worry that comes down to us as a daughters from the parents as a pressure. It's a worry.
Yeah.
Because how are you gonna live in this society?
Yeah.
Because if they are pressured under the society, it's they know that we gonna be pressured as well.
Yeah.
You know, if they cannot cope with the questions, oh, why your daughter is not married, why she's not having kids, or why there is nothing, or
Yeah.
is there any problem?
Mm,
You
yeah,
know,
right.
is there some issues why she's
Yeah.
40 and she's not married? Oh my god, she's 35. Koi issue hai, there's a medical issue or something like. There is always like this. And while they are dealing with it, they also worry how we gonna deal with that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
and I think sometimes, you know, putting that confidence further,
Yeah.
pass on that confidence further to our parents as well, the understanding change as well.
Yeah.
Look, I feel like, and like, you know, I deal with my parents as well, and then I deal with my kids as well. Generational gap
Yeah,
is
it
a
is
big
a
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing. We are not trying to change them. We are not trying to change ourselves, and we are not trying to change our kids as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we have to understand they are not same.
Yeah.
They are not.
Yeah. Definitely. Yes.
Their values, their thinking, their observations, their worries, everything
Yes.
is different.
Yes.
And they always gonna be different from
Different.
us. It's just that the communication, that
Yeah.
you know, the gap between the thoughts, that needs to be covered either
Yeah.
by communication or by, you know, by actually keep doing
Yeah.
and proving that, okay, you know, look, this is my way, but it's not wrong.
Yeah.
But
It is different,
yeah.
you know,
It
it is
is
different, but it's
different,
not wrong.
It's
Yeah.
not.
On
It's
this
always
point, yeah.
like, sorry to cut you off, but I think it's always like taking that bold stuff up on
Yes.
the market, like
Yes.
having that conversation with
That's
your
true.
kids, with your family, or having that dining table conversation with the
Yeah.
whole stuff. And that open conversation is must in every family. I think when we were like kids back in those 70s and 80s, I don't think so parents can ever have conversation with us on this. I can definitely raise this thing as well. Like, I have never been told about the periods.
Yeah.
That
Never.
was a thing, like, like we glad that, our kids here, like, they know everything at a very early stage, but they never even had those conversation. They
Their
never
parents.
have, like, define us the whole thing, like prepare us for that scenario.
Yeah.
So we have been through, we have gone through with all these situations, and when we develop ourselves in that way, we are ready for that open conversation in the family. Okay, you know what? Let's have a
Yeah.
chat about this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with both of your point that for me at least it took some time. I had a lot of conversation with my father because as you said, they always get worried. वो होता है ना एक दिमाग
Yeah.
में कि यार मेरी बच्ची रह गई, मेरी बच्ची रह गई, वो
Yeah.
दिमाग में
She's
रहता है
missing out on
yeah,
a
she's
lot.
missing out
Yes.
and settle कब होगी तू? It's like
Yeah,
that question that they
question
have.
is there.
Yeah.
But as you said, I had a lot of conversations with him. I actually turned around what he was thinking
Mhm.
Yes.
with the generational
Yeah,
gap and
yeah.
that from which generation he's coming from
Right.
from
Yeah.
that old mentality and old patriarchy
That's
and
right.
everything that's, and he's not wrong at his point as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing is that right now we are at a stage at least I am at a stage where that I could say, see, you can see what I am doing, as she said.
Yeah.
Her father has showed that okay, she's living the life and she's doing everything by herself, and no man can compete that.
Compete in that
Yes.
way.
So
Yes.
same way I have showed that to my father, to my family at least, that okay, why I'm saying that and why I am not getting married yet.
Right.
Yes.
And you have to trust that. And that conversation actually turned around the table
Yes.
in a different way.
Yeah,
And now he himself says that, okay, now I understand why you were saying
Why
that.
you were saying
Now I understand your point and everything.
Yeah.
Because once they see and once they get the trust
That's
that,
true.
okay, my daughter now, okay, she's capable of everything. She's
Yeah.
standing on her own
Yeah.
and she's doing everything, especially a country that she never born in that country. She's living and she shifted from one space to another space.
Right. Yeah.
And that is where it is very important that to have a one-on-one conversation with your
Yes.
parents and with your
Yeah.
especially with your fathers, because mothers are okay. वो समझ जाएगी, एक ही चीज है वो समझ जाएगी, लेकिन वो तो बोलेगी बेटा छोड़, कुछ नहीं करना है, कुछ करनी है शादी में. But the fathers are like, no बेटा, you have to get
Yeah,
married.
the mother somewhere get that idea कि शादी करके भी कुछ खास
खास
मिला
मिलना
नहीं.
नहीं है बेटा, चलेगा. Look at me.
But look, I want to turn this conversation around as well. That okay, there are obviously, like, you guys are making your choices, and there is no debate about, like, you made your choices, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You choosing the path for your own life. with your own, mindset or thinking and your own, personal observations that
Yeah.
this is how I want to lead my life.
Yeah.
And turning the table around to us who decided to get married, and we have two different, she got married, she was she was into her arranged marriage, a real quick one, within 1 week, and I met her husband before she married as well. And I was asked the question because I was from Melbourne and her husband was from Melbourne. I mean, the chosen to be husband at that time, And I was asked the question, okay, he does this, is that okay?
Yeah.
And at that situation, when that question was asked from me, I felt like, is that enough?
Yeah.
You are kind of picking up. I felt like, now looking back at that situation, I felt like, it was like you are just picking up someone's life partner with maybe couple of what do you like, multiple answer scenarios.
Yeah.
If I take the right answers, and it's done. Not that I chose it, but it is. But then it is like, you get lucky or you're not. That is a different
It's a
look at
gamble.
it that
It's a
way.
gamble.
It's a gamble.
Yeah.
When
For
you
me-
go for a job interview, they will ask you questions for 1 hour, but then they have that probation period.
Yeah.
Because
There has to be a probation period with that.
There should be one.
Yeah.
There should be one.
know someone, and
Yeah.
yes, if it works out, yes, after probation, you're like, yes, you're full-time employed now because we like your work. If it doesn't work out, okay, what you said in interview doesn't align with what you're actually doing here, and guess what? We are parting our ways.
Yeah.
So even if for a job which you can start doing at any time and stop doing at any time, you have to be cautious, and you put that in legal terms.
Yeah.
And then when it
I
gets marriage,
3
people
months
are
living
like,
relationship, right?
I want to mention here, have a demo ride.
You already have one.
That's about lucky that you
You
got
want that thing to
That's
do
why I'm
it,
coming
right?
back to now me, because I had a love marriage. Okay, I dated this guy and I got married with him. We had a living relationship as well before we even got married. And I think the choices you make it's up to you.
Yeah.
It's your thinking, your life. You want to make the choice, that's fine. You decided to go for an arranged marriage, you went for it. But I decided to go for a love marriage and I went for it. There should not be any judgment on it.
Yeah.
And they decided not to get married, and that's fine as well. There
Yeah.
should not be any judgment on it. Simple thing is, you can be married and still be lonely,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But you can be unmarried and still be happy within your life as well.
Perfect.
All right?
Yeah.
You can have an arranged marriage and still can find a perfect husband,
A
or
husband,
partner,
yeah.
right? And you can have a love marriage and you can have all that kind of experience and stuff, and it still can turn out to be a wrong person.
Yeah.
Or as I said, like the possibilities are huge.
Mhm.
There is no right or wrong
No,
about anything. The only thing today is that you should not be judged for your choices that you make.
Yeah.
It should not be a topic of
Discussion.
conversation or a topic of you did the right thing or
Yeah.
wrong thing, and that's not conventional, that's not unconventional. It should be like you making your own choices with your life circumstances.
it's like-
Simple as that.
we shouldn't pressure someone into this is right, this
Yeah.
is wrong. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you make your choice. Yes, sometimes they're good consequences, sometimes they're bad.
Yeah.
And you made the choice, stand up for the consequences, and chin up, bubble up.
Yeah.
That's
It's YOLO,
right.
bro. It's
Own it.
YOLO.
Yeah.
You only live once.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with that. And as Zigil said, that own it up, even if you made a mistake. That's fine.
Yeah.
You are human. You're meant to make mistakes.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't pressurize yourself that, okay, I have made the mistake, now what, my life
Now
is over.
what?
Nothing is like that.
This
Nothing
is the trial version of my life, bro. I haven't got it.
Another life,
Yeah, this is the trial version. I just learned
There's a net practice going on at the moment.
That's right. Because for me, the thing is, when you do the mistake, it is your mistake.
Yeah.
Okay? When others make you do or choose anything, then you know who to blame,
Right.
where to learn from.
Yeah.
You know, you make the mistakes, you learn from it. And even like the smartest people say that, married or unmarried, you know, that generation or this generation.
Right.
Everybody say that, you know, you make mistakes and you learn from it.
Yeah.
And the marriage should be the same thing, okay?
Mhm.
Or being unmarried should be the same thing.
Right.
You make your own choices, you make your own mistakes, and then you learn from it, and that should be your life. You don't have to point a fingers at, oh, my father chose this one for me, or I chose this one for, or my mother's choice, or my auntie or uncle, or mere phupha ji leke aaye the ye rishta.
Yeah.
No,
No.
For
why
some
you-
cases, it is
It's-
true though.
yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
don't get the opportunity to choose for themselves.
And that's what I mean.
Yeah, like
you-
I have been put through into that situation. I don't have any other choices.
Yeah.
Like it's just like,
But
you
for
know,
like, then, you know, it's still like, you know, I would say at that time, if you had that feeling, you know, how we talk about, oh, somebody actually get excited when, you know, they're excited about, oh, getting married and everything, and they like it.
Yeah.
They like the feeling of being the attention. And then other person like you maybe felt pressured at that time, you know.
Yeah.
But then, did you do anything about it?
yeah,
Right?
just absorb.
Then just absorb it. And sometimes, you know, it turns out to be a good, and
Yeah.
or sometimes it
Good
doesn't.
or bad, it's
Yeah,
just your
you don't
luck
know.
as well.
But
Yeah.
you go with the flow,
Yeah.
and you find out, okay, I'm gonna check out what it is like, and then I'm gonna make my decision.
Right. Yeah.
You just need to feel that inside
That's
you that, okay, I want to do this, I wanna try this, I wanna test the waters, and I wanna do this. Be it married or unmarried. That's what I feel like, you know, just your life, do it your way.
Yeah,
whatever
whatever
you
you feel
feel
like
what
doing
others
it.
say.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true, but not in the cases of all of the women that we talk about. So
Yeah.
we as we four have a really different perspective and
Yes.
different lifestyles, and
Right.
you know, we have chosen a different path. But for some people, I would say that, as you said, they are blame. There's a blame
Blame
game
game. Yes.
on everyone. Either if they have they have taken a choice by themselves,
Yeah.
they will blame their partners or
Yes.
some other outside consequences.
Right.
They blame
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And if they
Yeah.
have chosen someone from someone else's choice, then also they'll blame some other people that
It has
okay,
to
this.
be, yeah.
But personally, I believe that marriage itself, being married or a single,
Mhm.
it's a work.
Right.
Yes.
Either you work on yourself or either you work with that person in a marriage.
Yeah.
So there is no point of judgment or there is no point of blaming other persons, other
Yeah.
people into the whole scenario.
Yeah.
So as she said that, and it's completely true. And but one point I had is like, you work on yourself.
Right.
Once you start working on yourself,
Yeah.
then you will be able to understand other person. If you are married,
Yeah.
you'll be able to understand the other person's priorities and how the way he or she is thinking.
Yeah.
If you are single, work on yourself.
You're welcome.
Just because we are all work in progress till we die, right? So yeah, so we
Have you not seen me? I'm perfect. I'm not working.
Seal is exception.
so there's a different side of the scenario.
Yeah.
It's like she should not be judged about that, and if she has chosen that, okay, I don't want to work on myself
Yeah.
and I am happy with this,
Yeah.
that's completely fine.
It
If
is.
someone has chosen that way, that I am going to work on myself and I'm gonna, achieve or do whatever I want to do, being a single or in a marriage, it's completely their choice.
It does.
No one has that ability or right to judge anyone.
Anyone. And it should not be. And this is what all this empowered 10 means, right?
Exactly.
I should promote my brand as well.
Exactly.
The Empowered 10. I think when we're talking about this womania groups, right? We always have seen like, not society, not your family, but it's the woman who is judging another woman. And the aspect is it's a relationship.
Yeah.
As a woman, you should respect other women, and that's very, very important for everyone. You should not be like judging, oh, she made this choice, she moved into the different relationship, she's dating two men together. Bro, it's her life, it's her decision, and it's her choices to do that or not to do that.
Yeah.
We are no one to tell others what they should be doing. It's like setting up your expectation level for other women is not your job.
Yeah.
And it should not be a mindset too. So I think this is what like I'm putting in the Empower 10 as well.
Yes.
When two like-minded women come together on one platform, we are not judging each other.
Exactly.
Like as we're sitting, we
Yeah,
all
true.
I think connect through the Empower 10 campaign anyway. So yeah, let's put through this in other people as well. No judgments.
No judgment
No
at all.
judgments
You
at
are free
all.
to do anything. you come with a free will in this life. So
Yes, true.
you are doing whatever you can do, right?
Yeah.
And your parents are not judging you. You should not listen to anyone outside of this world. That's it. And that's over. Your parents are happy, your father is happy, your mother is happy.
You are happy.
बाहर में जाए तो सही. That's it. And
Yeah, I would also say, even if my parents would judge me, I'll still stand up for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you don't stand up for yourself, no one is
no one
gonna.
else is gonna do
I
it.
agree.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
You can only
10
help
points for
someone
that.
who helps themselves first.
Yes.
So yeah, it's hard when you are the only person fighting or you're standing up for yourself. It's hard.
Yes.
But slowly people join you.
Join.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if they don't join also,
That's
by
fine.
the point you have reached that
Yeah.
point that it's
Yeah,
fine.
you won't
Just
care.
stop caring
But
about it.
yes,
Yeah.
try to make yourself happy,
Happy
first
first.
before you try to pour happiness into everyone's life.
Everyone's
Yes.
life.
I'm a
Be
very selfish person.
answerable to yourself. If you can find a reason to do something and find a reason to not do something within your heart,
Yeah.
that is your
Your
only thing.
Mm.
Okay, to go for, because your gut, your instinct is working for you only, not for anyone else. You need to work for you. Okay, listen to your gut, listen to your instinct. If you have a reason to do something, just do it.
Yeah.
If you can't find yourself, you standing in front of the mirror and you are putting yourself to do something, but you can't find a reason to do it, think about it again.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because then it's the person in the mirror responsible for that.
Responsible for
Yeah.
yes.
And
agreed.
no one else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not your mom, not your dad, not your
Not
pupaji.
anyone else.
Yeah.
You know, no one else.
And I personally have this theory for myself, is if my cup is not filled or it's not completely full till the top of it, I'm not able to give anything to anyone, not to myself
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
If I am empty from inside,
Yeah.
I won't be able to motivate myself. I won't be able to do anything or love myself or any sort of a thing.
Yeah.
If there are people joining me as well, if I am not able to completely heal, I would say, or completely fill myself with love,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna able to fill the
Yeah.
other people's
Yeah,
cup.
of course.
So I have to fill my first.
Yeah.
On this point that you said, being selfish,
Yeah.
you have to be selfish
You have
for
to
that.
be. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's
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 a fair
what
point.
I
Yeah.
always say as well. If you are not happy, forget about
Yeah.
keeping someone happy. Maybe you can do it for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5
Yeah.
day.
At the end. You will
At
feel
the
that.
end, at the end, some point, it will break in a day, or maybe it will take a year or
Yeah.
two. That thing will change. Okay,
Yeah.
and you will understand the concept of compromising yourself.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
be it for your parent, be it for your pupaji or buaji or masiji, or be it for your partner, all right, or be it for your dog.
Dog is a baby.
But I'm just saying, yes, the concept is right. But once, when we are talking about, when my cup is filled and we are talking about healing, and if I'm not happy, I also believe that, that when people say, oh, I actually healed myself first before I can, that process is never ending.
It's yeah.
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 Because, okay, there is a day I'm feeling I'm healed, I'm over it.
Yeah.
I will break again on the similar concept, for the similar reason, for the same issue again and again. And it is a work. I have to do it continuously. And every time I learn a different lesson, I'm standing, oh, I'm gonna do this time. This time I'm totally ready and everything.
Yeah.
But you will jump into those, I always say, you jump into the mud, you're gonna come out dirty and you're gonna wash, and then you're gonna jump into that
Yes.
mud again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because healing doesn't stop.
Mhm.
Learning a chapter doesn't stop. Your mistakes doesn't stop. You bloody is a puppet who will keep
Making mistakes.
Yeah, keep making mistakes. The thing is that, get a little lesson out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little lesson.
Mhm.
And maybe if you can or you can't, if you can implement that a little change, and sometimes for me personally, I implement that little change, and sometimes like, oh my god, that's even a mistake. Go back a step.
Yeah.
Try option 2,
Yeah.
and then figure out, because somebody told me like years ago, there is never a better chance to make a mistake. This is the time.
Yeah.
You want to
This
do
is the
it?
time.
Do it. Don't wait for the time. It's a perfect time.
It's never
Do
gonna
it.
be perfect.
It's never going to be perfect. And honestly, like, I've made so many mistakes. And after years, and I was like, oh, I wish I could have done that.
Differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I sometimes preach to other people, and like 2 minutes ago I was doing the same thing. We're talking about judgment.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I wish I can take my judgment glasses off. I do sit there and do I judge women? Of course I do. And I'm having fun doing that.
Yeah, it's a healthy.
Yes,
healthy
it
judgment.
is a healthy
It's not
judgment.
about commenting on other
Yes,
people, but it's
But it
more
is
like,
not like, you still like, I do that judgment and I still like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But maybe, yes, I changed my opinion about it, but then I go back to that as well. So it's okay, like, I'm not trying to be perfect or something, but
We
yes.
are not actually
Yes.
perfect. We are like, plus and minuses of our
Yes.
own.
Yeah.
So you don't have to try to be a perfect person.
Yeah,
we are not saints. We are humans.
Yes.
So human makes mistake.
Yes.
And
it is.
Yeah. So people who says that, okay, by doing, if you have done some mistake and people are judging you, that means they are just waiting for it.
Yeah.
No one is seeing in a perspective that we are humans, we are making, even though they are making the same mistakes as she
True.
said, and
True.
they are doing the same thing behind the mirror, but
Yeah.
they need that opportunity to judge
You.
That's
But
it.
some people would make mistakes and try to put dirt on it and hide it. Like, oh
Yeah.
no, I've never made mistake. Well, some people will make mistakes and own it up and be like, hey, I made a mistake.
Sure.
Guess what? It's fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
I messed up. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
We'll try again.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's gonna happen? You'll make mistake again? Fine. You'll try again.
Yeah.
But then when you try hiding it or when you try making things up, then you started losing touch with yourself, because now you are presenting yourself as someone you're not in front of people. Because you've made a mistake and you can't accept it. So now you have to cover that up with 10 different lies.
Yeah.
And then for 10 different lies, you have now another 20 different. And now it's a
Yeah.
personality
Keep
that
going
you have
on.
brought
Yeah,
in.
personality
Yes,
disorder.
yes, yeah, right.
You have a different psychopath inside you.
Believe that forever you'll be like,
Keep telling lies about you.
Yeah.
is that actually me or that's
That's
actually me?
it.
No one knows.
No.
Yeah, it's always like, at the end of the day or like in the morning when you see the mirror, you just see that person like, who you are, who you becoming and who you want to become. It's always important to look at the mirror, see yourself and tell yourself the truth. Not
Doctor.
the lies.
Doctor.
On
yourself.
truth. I just want to simply put a question through, okay? So for the married and unmarried as well.
Right.
Okay? I'm pretty sure there are days when you you have a fight with your husband and I have a fight with your husband. I wish I never had married. Yeah?
Yeah,
There are
yeah.
days.
Yeah, we do get through it.
And we do get through. You guys get through the thing that, oh, I wish, I find someone. There are days like, you're seeing your friend or your peer or your co-worker and they're like, you're at the social gathering and you're like, let's have a
Argument.
let's have a dinner in the same plate and you'll be like, oh my god, I wish I had that. Something silly,
Honestly speaking, not all the time.
Not all the time.
Like
But
10 out of one time, some there are certain days where you feel like that, I have done everything by myself. I need someone just to do certain things. That's
Yeah,
it. For
yeah.
that we need it.
Yeah.
Rest, I never felt that okay, that people are around together, they are couples, they are doing Gucci Goo and all stuff.
Cuddling and stuff,
Yeah.
Gucci goo.
Yeah. But there are certain days
So
that's
married
fine.
people don't do Gucci Go anymore.
Because it is a constant thing we hear between the married woman. Every married woman or every married man or every married couple, they always after the fight they were like, I wish I never had
It's
married
the same.
and everything.
It's the same.
But do you guys have times like when you just like, oh, I wish I had someone as
I've
well.
already mentioned it on the previous podcast. I have two specific moments. Should I repeat it?
No, please don't do it.
Yeah, it's like
Go for
it's
it.
push and pull all the
Yeah.
time. It's the same with your like a married couple that when you're fighting, you feel like I wish I couldn't have married this person
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
Yeah.
The same way for singles as well, because it's push and pull. Sometimes
Yeah.
we feel that. Especially I feel that sometimes that there should be someone, or at least the times where I feel low.
Yeah.
The times where I feel low, or I feel like something I'm not able to figure out, or some cyclone is going on in my head, and I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
someone to just vent out,
Yeah.
or something like that, or just a person to have sit with and have a conversation.
Sure.
That time, yes, but mostly
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Also, on the same topic, companionship. Does it have to be linked with marriage all the time?
I would say, so for myself, I've taught myself that I'm going to be my best companion, my best company.
Yeah.
What that helps me is I won't sit on tables where I don't like other people's company because I'm lonely. Because now I have trained myself to enjoy my company. I'll go on solo trips, I'll do things myself. Never feel like, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So now that I look from that lens, I always feel like you're your biggest companion, because I am with myself 24/7. Marriage, husband, partner, friends, no one's going to be with me 24/7.
No, that's true. That's true. No, I think I wanted to get I want to differentiate, or maybe I've just put the question through. The companionship, I means if you are, let's say, in a live-in relationship, all right? How much do you want to? You are happy, you got a perfect partner, perfect companion, there's a live-in relationship. You just having a husband without the title.
Title, yeah.
Okay, without the title of the husband or the contract or the paperwork done. Okay, you have a husband, right? Now, does it have to be the marriage? Or you will just because we're talking about societal pressure, okay? There is a pressure from the family and this, okay? Now, let's say you found a person who's perfect, okay? You are really good with it, you're happy, but you don't want to get married. Will you open up that with the same confidence, with the same, openness, the thoughtfulness to your parents, to your family, to the world, as you are being single as well? Will you do it?
Yeah, see, my concept here is very simple. Marriage is a piece of paper,
That's right.
which is legal contract.
Yeah.
So if you and it doesn't guarantee that you're gonna have a good future together, you're gonna love each other 5 years after that. Yes. If you wanna involve government in your business, yes. Get onto it. You can then pay lawyers and stuff, and then make things complicated, lose your sleep money, everything. Yes. But again, do people want to get married on paper? Yes. If that gives you peace of mind that this person is mine, okay, do it.
Sure.
If you don't need that, you have that confidence in the person, go for it. Whatever you choose, that's fine. It has to be what I and the person with me.
Yeah.
If I don't want to sign that paper, but that would give my person a little bit of assurance, and if 99.99% things are fine, I'll sign it. Because
Yeah.
at the same time, I'll be like, okay, yes, if that
Yeah.
gives you that assurance, fine. I don't need that, but
Yes.
okay.
I'll
That's
do it.
a thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll do it. What do you think?
I think it's a similar sort of a thing, but not exactly the same. Companionship and getting married is two different things.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So companionship, when we talk about like having a boyfriend and having a live-in relationship, and you are with that person 24/7, I would say that because you're going to work, coming back, you're seeing each other every day. You are living with them because you feel comfortable,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But to get married with that person is a choice. It's not that I don't like that person, or I'm not comfortable, I don't want to marry. It's a personal choice. I don't want to get married right now. I'm not saying no, I don't want to get married at all.
Yeah.
So it's on a personal choice. If I am ready
Mm.
and have a conversation with that person, that it's nothing about against you or nothing like that. It just, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
So from that point, if the other person thinks that we should get apart, it's a mutual
Yeah.
mutual
Mutual
agreement, right?
understanding, yes.
So that
Yeah.
comes in a way. So companionship for me is like have a faith in each other,
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
trust in each other. If you feel like not getting married and you're feeling insecure about it,
Yeah.
then there's no point of having this relationship.
Right. Yeah.
Right, so you should have that kind of a faith, that trust or that mutual understanding between you two,
Mhm.
that even if we are not getting married for like next 5 years,
Yeah.
we are going to stay together, be it like 10 or 15, we are going to stay together
Yeah,
until and unless we feel like in our life we have not
That we
achieved
need a
something.
title.
And if you feel like that I have done certain thing at certain level, from this point I think I want to go ahead,
Yeah.
do something, but with you together. I want to
Yeah.
build something. That's a companionship for me.
Yeah.
And if not working out for one person,
Yeah.
then it's just
All right, guys. I think this has a beautiful evening with all of you, and it's a very, very beautiful conversation. To finish it on a happy ending mode, let's have a rapid fire round. Okay,
Okay.
I'll just ask you a thing, and you just need to complete the whole sentence. Okay, marriage is
Choice.
commitment. Did you say?
Yeah.
Choice, and you?
responsibility.
And being single is?
Good choice.
All right, and the last one. What a woman really deserves.
To be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Very nice. And yours?
Same, everything.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, lady, once again for your time and for this evening and for the beautiful conversation that we all had. And to every woman who is watching us, do not let the society decide your timeline. Choose the life that gives you peace.
Yeah.
Until the next episode, keep shining, keep growing, and keep supporting each other. This is Sanya with my panel from the Empower 10 conversation. See you in the next episode. Bye.